one of the ancient transverse flutes of Indian classical music. It is an aerophone typically made from bamboo that is a side-blown wind instrument. It is referred to as Nadi and Tunava in the Rig Veda and other Vedic texts of Hinduism. The Venu, Indian flute, is discussed as an important musical instrument in the Natya Shastra, which is the classic Hindu text on music and performance arts. The title of today's program is given by Guruji, Vaibhavi Srinivasan. The bamboo flute contains a mouthpiece, which is called as Mukharandra, and 6 or 8 holes, which are the musical note-producing holes, called as Swarandra, which, as per Guruji's saying, Mukharandra signifies the Guru or the Master, and all the Swarandras, or the musical note-producing holes, musical notes, signifies the Shishyas, which are the students. One of the oldest musical instruments of India, the instrument bamboo flute is keyless transverse flute made of natural bamboo. The Venu is also a highly respected instrument, and those who play it are expected to appreciate it, for it is considered as a gift to be able to play it. The flute, Venu, finds great mentions in Indian mythology and folklore, having been listed as among the 3 original instruments meant for music, along with the human voice and the veena. Vani, veena, Venu. Vani is the vocal voice, and veena, and then Venu, which is the Indian bamboo flute. The Venu is associated with the Hindu god Krishna, who is often depicted playing it. Lord Vishnu is portrayed as Venu Gopal, who plays the flute of creation. A little bit of introduction about Guruji and Bansuriya. Guruji, Dr. R.K. Srinivasan, was born in a family of veteran Carnatic musician Vidwan Srirangam Kannan. Guruji had the privilege to learn flute music in a Gurukul style with Western flutist Vidwan M. Natarajan, Pandit C.S. Srivastava. We have those gurus depicted over here, their photographs. Gayaki style of flute playing from Padma Vibhushan Dr. N. Rajam. Ustad Alauddin's style of Sainya Gharana. Techniques from Pandit Jyotin Bhattacharya of Varanasi. Guruji has been awarded numerous honors and awards. He was awarded the first Fulbright Scholar in Residence fellowship by the government of the United States to teach Indian flute music at the University of North Texas during the year 2009 and 10. Guruji served as a visiting professor in a number of universities in the USA and in India, and he retired as the head of programs in the Government of India Television Center, Doordarshan Podigai in Chennai. Bansuriya Flute Academy was established in 2019, and since then, many students have been actively learning flute from Dallas Metroplex area and from all over the United States and other parts of the world. Today's program is organized by the Shishyas, students of Bansuriya, to showcase their flute learning talent, and we are also joined by some singers today who will be performing. I hope everyone will enjoy listening to all the talented Shishyas, all the talented students that will be performing today, and I hope you all have a wonderful musical evening. And thank you so much for everyone, for all the parents, for all the students, and the special guests for gracing the occasion, and I hope all of you enjoy today's program. Let us begin our Swarandra program today with a prayer, Vandana, by one of the smallest and cutest student, Varanya. Please put a round of applause for Varanya. She will be singing a prayer.
Isha. Okay. Isha, okay?
Yeah.
Wow, what a wonderful performance by Varanya. Please give a round of applause. Yes. Now I would like to welcome our special guests by offering flower bouquets to our guests. I would like to invite Ms. Vaibhavi Srinivasan to offer flower bouquet to Dr. Gloria.
गीता जी जहाँ कहीं भी हो मंच पर पधारे निंगवा ये रे अवाल कुपड़ों में अच्छा अच्छा ये ओके
Oh,
I have to come forward.
yes
please give her a round of applause. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Praveen
जी
to offer flower bouquet
Praveen
to
जी.
Mr. Mel.
आई जहाँ कहीं भी हो मंच पर पधारे दिस इज द टिपिकल वर्ड टू किसको मेल
I'd like to invite Prasunji to offer flower bouquets to Mr. Jeffrey Barnes.
Jeffrey Barnes, sir, welcome. So the way is here.
Round of applause.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite Ms. Naveenji to offer flower bouquets to Mr. and Mrs. Thad Bonduris.
Naveenji, yeah. This one. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all of the chief guests to be present here today. We are so honored and blessed.
Yeah.
Our last chief guest, I would like to invite Mr. Kanteshji to offer flower bouquet to Mr. Javier Lozano.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for all of the chief guests to be present here today. We are so happy and so blessed to have you all present and enjoy today's music concert. Now I'd like to request Prasunji and Naveenji to welcome and introduce our special guests.
Namaste everyone, and a very hearty welcome to all of our special guests. We couldn't have had a better event without your presence, so we are very grateful for your presence here today. So I'd like to begin by saying in the beginning there was nothing. It was just a black hole, and then there was a tiny amount of sound. So it's the sound that exists in all living beings and non-living beings, which unites us. So, and music, as it is said, is universal. So thank you for being here. I'd like to introduce Mr. Thad Bonduris. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Okay, and Mr. Thad Bonduris has a master's in music education. He is a music instructor and performer at the University of North Texas, Denton. He has been a professional working musician in the North Texas area, particularly Denton and Dallas-Fort Worth, over 30 years. His work has always been divided between teaching music and performing either with groups or a solo as guitarist, vocalist, or bassist. Mr. Bonduris holds a master's degree in music education from the University of North Texas. Pardon me, that's a repeat. His one-man private teaching studio has evolved into a medium-scale music school, which he has recently sold, but he's still teaching online. He's currently performing a variety of bands in Denton area. So please give Mr. Bonduris a big hand. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Naveenji. The special guest that I'm going to introduce today hails from a family of musicians from Ohio for generations. Who encouraged him to study and pursue music. He has played in bands from his adolescence and developing proficiency on clarinet, saxophone, harmonica, flute, guitar, and keyboard. Since 1983, he was very closely associated and performed different instruments with internationally famous band Brave Combo. And they have been nominated 7 times for Grammys. Also won the Polka Grammy twice in 1999 and 2004. He has the opportunity to tour extensively in the US, Europe, and Japan, and his music has been used in radio, television, and Hollywood films. Jeffrey sir is very well acclaimed in world music and has close association with Dr. Srinivasan since 2009 and have played plenty of Indian music ragas on his saxophone and clarinet. He has numerous collections of different musical instruments from all over the world, including Indian musical instruments like Shehnai, Nadaswaram, flute, and many more. It is my privilege and honor to welcome Mr. Jeffrey Barnes.
So now I'd like to introduce Mr. Mel Atcherberg and Dr. Gloria Atcherberg. Thank you for making it to the second event. We've seen you last year, and we're very happy to see you again. Mr. Mel worked as an electrical engineer in network design, and Dr. Gloria retired as a psychologist. Dr. Gloria also taught piano and voice in her earlier career path. Both have had the privilege of traveling through the world, including India, after their retirement. Mr. Mel and Gloria have been very close friends and well-wishers of our Bansuriyan family. They very well appreciate Indian culture and Indian music, and thank you for that. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Navinji. The guests that I'm going to introduce now, those of you who were in Swarandra-1 may already know him because he has been here. He served in the US Navy in the dental medical field from 1973 to 1979. Later, he went on to work in Peterbilt Motor Company and retired. He is a very helping human and social worker with affectionate to one and all. He appreciates Indian culture and music very well and closely associated with the Bansuriya group of family. May I introduce Mr. Javier Lozano for us. And how special it can get, we have a special performance by Mr. Thad Bonduris and Mr. Jeffrey Barnes today for all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
नहीं नहीं वैसे ही खड़े होके बात करें. Yes sir, please come.
It is an honor to be here. It is.
But the space is very small.
The space is fine.
But you can accommodate in our heart, you know. We accommodate it. There is plenty of space for you.
There's a sound coming from my bag. I'll show you what it is. I'll show you what it is. Show them what it is. All right. It starts singing at the drop of a hat. Oh, let's see. It is a yodeling pickle. Jeffrey is the only man in the Metroplex with a yodeling pickle. I just thought it would be good to explain that. Let's see, what should we really, this will be kind of off the cuff. And I haven't been playing flute recently because I've had spinal surgery and I'm having a hard time turning my left hand over. So, so I'm having a little bit of a hard time playing flute, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oops. And we're going to play some popular American